Can I even write? Do I know what to say? I feel slightly motivated to write after reading Sartre, but as usual, it feels as though I may be repeating myself. What defines something as art or as science? I have not been exposed to enough artistic or scientific contexts, that is, places full of people highly charged, energized, and committed to a certain endeavor, such as poetry with Jodorowsky or stories with Sartre. I have, however, been exposed to alcohol consumption while I grew up. I'm guessing kind of like that one writer who supposedly writes drunk. I don't like him. It may just be me hating, but even though I am pretentious, I consider myself a relatively honest, pretentious person, and I don't like fake, inflated, and exaggerated pretentious people like I feel he is. But what is writing? They say try writing so you can think better, or that it will give your ideas shape, form, and clarity. I think writing is like speaking as long as it is done freely and therapeutically with no limitations. And this means that you can find golden nuggets of knowledge every few ideas down into your profound rabbit hole of inquiry. I don't know how often people ask themselves questions about, or I don't know how often people ask themselves questions like a detective. I am my own personal detective, and just like a real one, I never know what I am going to find on my intellectual quest. I guess you can also say that I am like a voyager, but with no plan or route, no map or sense of direction either. I like to do this: take off like a rocket ship and see if I end up on some faraway star in some distant galaxy, or if I just keep on floating away in space while I continue to question myself along the way. Sometimes I get answers and other times I don't, but I like the quest. The funny thing is that not even you know what you really hold inside, in your mind and in your heart, until you produce creatively, freely, and therapeutically whatever you want to say and write. It may be profound or not, but it is your shit. It is your baby and your creation coming from the depths of your unconscious. Just like Freud explored dreams to find correlations, explanations, and answers for his patient's neurosis, or just like you can hypnotize someone, or just like someone can play music, sing, or draw, you can too vomit into existence that which sits latent. What even is writing? I can't help but think in a poetic bent when I write. I like to not think and just write. As I was explaining, it is the unconscious talking, kind of like when you are drunk. We try to find the balance between letting out our angels and demons. Do you see that? Do you feel that? My writing is lazy, and this is because I am writing in the afternoon, the time of the day that heads towards the night, the end of the day. Is it correct then to say a day has 24 hours when we can never call 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. that time of the day? Because it would be that time of the night. Then why do we say a day has 24 hours and not 12 hours or fewer? What is day to day and night? Shouldn't there be another word for both day and night? Anyway, I'm still trying to be a magician, but I also detect that I am super intolerant towards everybody. I cannot stand small encounters or interactions or petitions, requests, or dull greetings from boring ass people. People are so predictable, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it is a bad thing when they are so dull on top of that. One thing is to be predictable or unpredictable, but another one is to be quiet, shy, and act like an introvert when you have people around you. I hate silence, and not because because I can't be myself. No, I hate silence, and not because I can't be by myself, but rather because I don't see the point in being quiet when I'm around people. However, I also know that people are intolerant and have very little juice to talk about anything, ideas, concepts, or insights. People may have them, but don't share them because maybe they fear coming across as stupid. Now, people never practice talking, reading, or writing, and let's not talk about listening because nobody is really good at that. But if at least you spoke more often, read to expand your vocabulary, and wrote to experiment with emotions, ideas, and thoughts, then you may practice and perfect those skills. But no, society is lazy, and I am too. I am without a doubt a product of my environment. I don't want to keep telling you to use your imagination. I want to show you. I want to show you a world where you drink fire and you light your cigarette with water. A world where life was never possible, yet it witnessed extraordinary, often psychedelic, Pinteresque conflicts among different regions of its surface. Worlds that collided and created new ones while small bugs made big efforts to survive in the jungles of the universe. Jump and fly. Fall up or down or sideways. Come out of a hole and go into another one. Cry blood and bleed tears, or cry nothing and bleed everything. Experience feelings beyond pleasure and never experience pain again. Elevate and float towards God, towards the light and towards the all. Have a conversation with God about life and what you witnessed on earth. Wake up and get on with your day. Have insights on deeper and deeper topics. Get lost in the depths and come out the other side, meet new people, and have new experiences. Be adventurous without trouble or the threat of danger. Grab your backpack and use your legs to write down what's important while you walk with your hands and arms. Use your head to sit and your butt to talk. Shit represents our creation, so let creation come out of your mouth. Read Freud and think about your sexual impulses. Say whatever you want to say without the threat of persecution. Hate, hate, and love, love. Be lazy in a war and be productive in bed. Have boredom inspire you while sex and violence put you to sleep. Sleep and dream about sleeping and dreaming while you are awake in a dream. Listen with your eyes and see with your ears. Hear a cacophony while silence is the background, and hear silence while a cacophony is its background. Visualize everything as a background. Now see everything as the center of your attention. Pay attention to what's not important and ignore what is. Reverse the reversal like in Uno, but now liberate yourself from the pendulum swing. Neutralize movement, motion, and rhythm. Is that all? Is that the all? Say goodbye when you arrive and hello when you leave. Don't say anything and say everything. I cannot escape the duality because negating duality is duality. It creates a duality. Cancel everything and create nothing. Stand still while I move faster than the speed of light. Explode into a million pieces, become bigger than a planet, and contemplate the edges of the universe. Back and forth like seasoning meat. Become microscopic and disappear. Then become bigger than everything and become invisible.